Hey everybody, it's Bust with Busted Strategies number 2, continuing our new adventures into Magic Arena, and we're continuing on with another Innistrad draft. So let's go ahead and jump on in, see what shows up. So weird. This takes getting used to. You gotta wait on the. It's like after a year and a half of playing expeditions, it's like oh, you just gotta wait on these humans. I don't have the time to sit here and read all the cards. It's tough. It's tough. So let's see. Exile a non-legendary creature, then return it to the battlefield under your control. If it entered under your control, put a +1/+1 on it. So it blinks something, and then if it's your own thing, you can get it back. Guess you could, or it comes back with a +1/+1 counter on it. It doesn't like really feel like a strong start. Exile a non-legendary creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. So it blinks. If it entered under your control, put a 1/1 on it. It's like I do like these blue-white decks in this format, but it doesn't feel super strong. But otherwise, the quick hits here, the only removal spell is Immolation. Not opposed to it. I think it's quite good removal, but let's just force things here a little bit, I think, and see how it goes with the Hallowed Respite. I think this will be okay. Not opposed to drafting the zombies either. I think Siege Zombie is quite good in this format, but all right, we'll try it out. I don't think this blink card is a great start, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. Right, all right. Not a lot of interesting things as far as the blue-white cards go, and then we come over and see two black removal spells, kind of in the premier area here. Not like super opposed to drafting Esper, but I'm not a huge fan of it either. But Vivisection is going to be more of like a zombies-based card. We're not going to be flipping day-night. I think we can look to move in with at least consider playing Esper cards, and so let's take the defense straight here. I think it's a little bit better than the Midnight Ambush. All right, well, we can continue on with the black removal spells. There's just an absolute ton of 2-power creatures in this format, so the foul play is reasonable. I am going to be starting to look towards some of these disturb cards as well. We might push ourselves into zombies. We'll have to see, but not passing on the removal spells here. Okay, okay. Where did we get with these things? Another guy with disturb. Not bad. Not a huge fan of the Scab Wrangler. Additional cost to cast the sacrifice any number of creatures, create a big zombie. Interesting. Don't think it's where we want to be. Some of these zombie cards are quite good, but I mean that's might be where we need to start looking towards is just being in zombies. We've picked up the 2 removal spells. We can kind of ignore the Hallowed Respite. I didn't think that was a strong pick, but I think this is okay. Then the Falcon, even if we do like find our way back into kind of like blue-white disturb, having these flyers is going to be good. All right, I am interested in Ominous Roost. I feel like this, it seems like kind of a tough one to rate. It's kind of a big build around, but whenever this enters, you get your 1 bird, and then as soon as you get a 2nd bird, then you're like caught up, right? You typically pay 3 mana for a 2 power of a flying attacker, and so I think it should be okay here. I think we can piece this together reasonably well. Otherwise, I mean, the safer pick here is probably just Siege Zombie, right? I think we do kind of look to just move over into zombies. I think this is fine. We just say hallowed respite. you got us with your flashy rareness, but I don't think that's where we want to be. I mean, we are seeing like piles of white cards roll through, but these aren't. These are more along the lines of Coven cards, kind of like green white cards. There's a Disturb Bro here, but the Midnight Ambush is too good to be passing up. I'm okay-ish with these Organ Hoarders as well. So good to at least see some of the zombies rolling through. We have the reason to really want the Rotten Reunion. I don't think it's very good, but if we're gonna have like self-mill cards like out of Disturb, then it kind of really goes up in value. But let's just take the bounce spell. It's a little bit expensive, but it does generate a zombie in the mix. Delver of Secrets. Well, your classic, the classic throwback. But no, I think the Gale Drifter will be fine. I think we can easily get together a reasonable amount of flyers. We will be looking for some of the self mill, but trying to think of how deep we're looking like we're going into zombies. Not super deep at this point. Gale Drifter and Whale Drifter. Clever. Clever. All right, all right. Well, I think we're good to just continue on with the Flyers. Just a fantastic unit here. We will need to look for some of the self-mill cards, but I think the Gale Drifter is a little bit better than the Nebelgast Intruder. It's like, I don't think we're being like this. If we're in blue-white, I might like this a little bit more, but just when you're out here trying to be like ultra aggressive with your 2/1 Flyers, I don't think that's quite where we're at here today. Okay, so we can start to look towards things like Vivisection if we're going to be a little bit closer to zombies, but Siege Zombie is just way too good here. It's a fantastic unit for what we're trying to pull off. Kind of like the control decky Flyers deck, but if we're just sitting around with a bunch of units as blockers, give us a lot of opportunities to get in some extra damage. Not opposed to Novice Occultist, but I kind of like imagined some of the self mill would be showing up, like the 4-cost 3/2 zombie that you look at your top 3 and put 1 in hand and mill 2. But it's like as the more mill that shows up, the better the bait hook angler gets. But we just haven't had any show up. All right, we can go ahead. We can go ahead and move the Hallowed Respite out of here. I don't. Given that we haven't seen any evolving wilds up to this point, I can't imagine that we ever play it. Right. I think we can maybe make the sifters work here. I mean, if it loots and just gets one bonus, then it's kind of paid for itself. Do we just have the one? The one though? Gale Drifter counts as right as well. Yeah. Can't imagine we ever want to be like discarding Gale Drifters, but gives us the option. Oh man, the deserted beach. We can we can get our white cards in here now. It's actually kind of tempting. I don't like the expensive counter spells. Like Dissipate is nice, but not into Devious Cover Up. The Siege Zombies have been kind of going the distance here. I think I'm okay to let this one go. This is a pretty weak set for us anyways. Like, we don't really want any of these blue or black cards. So I'm going to take the Deserted Beach. Kind of keep in mind that we had some white cards that we might want to come back and play. Although there's not a whole lot of comes into play abilities with these. What do we got? Shipwreck Sifters. Well, we're up to 2 with the Falcon Abomination. The 2 big boosts. That's all you need, right? You can really just annihilate your mana base to fit 2 cards in. Minor combos for 2 cards in your deck. I get behind that. I get behind that. You gotta live the high roll life out here. All right. Well, then we see things like foul play show up. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oop. So many targets for this thing. Okay, we still haven't seen really any white cards show up. I don't think we're going to be a Mysterious Tome deck. We have enough card advantage, it feels like. Do we want the Eaten Alive? We don't have, like, too much of these, like, zombie generators. That is our only kind of unconditional removal up to this point. Defense trait, it's pretty close, but let's take the removal. It's tough. It's tough to pass on removal. Am I right? I think we probably just like always want 1 copy of this thing. We had 7 creatures. A lot of these are pretty sacrificable. Right, there's another Sifters. Not opposed to. I I don't like these larger zombies. This guy's trash. Component collector is also trash. Not a lot of big choices here. It's either the shipwreck sifters or the hobbling zombie, which is okay. It's just like I don't feel like we're really like deep in on the zombies theme. It feels like we're just kind of like a blue-black control deck. But I mean, a blue-black control deck would be happy enough to just have this gray ogre clogging down the board until we can get our Gale Drifters going. I think he's probably fine. I assure you, everything's fine with this guy. But yeah, so I mean, up to this point, our removal's good. The bottom end of our curve is good. More Falcon Abominations is good. We just kind of like need to pick up a touch of top end here, and I think we'll have a competitive deck. Not the strongest thing I've ever seen by any means, but it'll be competitive. Okay, so I mean, Drowned Amalgam isn't really the top end we're looking for, but none of these other cards are ever going to be playable. We aren't playing Arrogant Outlaw. There's no white cards for us to give ourselves hard decisions with, and so we'll pick up the Amalgam just in case. But I'd much rather this just be, rando 3/3 5-mana flyer. Nobody got the time or the mana to be making this thing unblockable. All right, tons of Falcon Abominations. Feels good. Very happy to see these making an appearance. Windrake out here doing your thing. That's a scary ass picture. Why we gotta be playing this set with all the scary pictures in it? Oh my gosh, what is this? Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this spell. Put 2 in your hand. So it's a draw 2. A little bit better than a draw 2 with a flashback. Okay. Oh, then I see what's happening. So if you pay the flashback for it, you get to look at the top 7. All right. Oh, I can't remember the thing with Delve that does that. That was like one of the the last points in time when I was really playing when that thing was running around. But here we got to make the curve pick and siege zombie. God, didn't that just get like banned and everything as well? It wasn't Treasure Cruise. It was the card that was like Treasure Cruise that was still just completely bonkers. In turn, create a creature gets a -2, create a decay zombie, and draw a card. Seems reasonable. There is the white removal spell, but I think we're fine with our removal. Let's be real, we're never going to come out here and play white. Angler is a great pickup for us, though. Right on theme with what we're trying to achieve here. Sifter's Table. How many spirits do we have? Like the 2 in themselves, 2 anglers gets us to 4. The Gale Drifters are up to 6. Not horrible. I don't think I really like these. When it enters the battlefield, if there are 5 or more cards in your graveyard, tap it, and then the enchanted creature doesn't untap. There's not too much enchantment removal in this format, though. Alright, well. Patrician Geist, you're right on theme with what we're looking for here. It's not going to be like fully powered because we didn't end up in the blue-white deck, but I think it should still be strong with what we're doing. Even turning these bait hook anglers into like 30 1/2 flyers into 2/3s is pretty meaty. Would like to have this Phantom Carriage table, just the kind of exact top end we're looking for here. But I think the Patrician Geist is too good to pass up. We already got our 1 copy of Eaten Alive, so we don't need any more. This is good. Right, another bait hook angler. Not that exciting. This isn't really like a top tier pick 2. coming out of the third pack, but I think I'm just going to let this go and just take the land. We'll need to assemble these for our constructed shenanigans, and these other cards we're never going to play. So, welcome, land. Oh man, these cards are not great. I'm not like opposed to playing a singular copy of No Way Out. This doesn't like really feel like a mind rot format, but it's not the end of the world to have to take one. These other cards are just complete misses, though. We're not going to be able to take advantage of the Sage. All right. Another Locked in the Cemetery. Again, not really amped about it. I think we can just take the Eaten Alives. We probably have enough zombie generators to really make good usage out of this. We only needed one, but I guess there's no reason to be complaining about having two. Whenever something dies, draw a card. Not bad. We should be more on the kind of control decky side of things, so I think that would be okay. We do need like some kind of top end though. Like Diregraph Horde is fantastic. Would not be opposed to having multiple copies of it. Otherwise, I think we just have to come in here and take these expensive bros. But they should be able to clog up the board for a long time. They work fantastically with the siege zombies. Just I think it should work out quite nicely here. Okay, don't need a second Mind Rot. Don't want the Awakener. We can pick up the Organ Hoarder. It's on theme with what we're doing. Oh, cool! The second Diregraph Horde. Beautiful, beautiful. It's just they had to make us sweat it. They had to make us think that these cards weren't coming, and then they show up here at the end. Happy to have a copy of Dissipate as well. Oh, and the Phantom Carriage. Nice. All the good things happened. We just had to sweat like 4 bad picks right there at the middle. Just a little bit of a low roll in some of those, but I think that's just the way the packs hit sometimes. Because it seems like this blue-black deck was definitely open as everything we wanted came in and tabled. So let me cycle through some of these real quick before the deck building comes about. Ooh, even Novice Occultist made it, but we have to take the Angler here. We have the Spirit Lord. Where are we at? Where are we at? Then he just real easy removals out of here. I'll take out No Way Out. Sure. Organ Hoarder is kind of questionable. I have to make a bunch of cuts here. How many do we have? 19 creatures? Okay. I think we have just like a lot of the zombie generation though now, so I don't think we ever take out our Eaten Alives. Things like these Shipwreck Sifters are probably going to go. I think we have enough like card draw to not have to worry about playing these. Like I think if we were full in on blue-white, then the Sifters would be fine. I mean, we do have the Lord though. I don't want to just put like too much weight on just having that singular Lord. Like we don't have a ton of discard strategies for this stuff. So let me see. I make tons of cuts here. The Startle, I don't think we need. It's close. Just so much card advantage comes out of that thing. So let's be real. These Shipwreck Sifters can go. The Locked in the Cemetery can go. We have enough just like hard removal out of black that we don't have to play the conditional blue removals. Land does have us at 17. That's fine. All these are good. I'm not huge on Revenge of the Drowned. I don't think we have enough like just zombie themes for this, and we have enough removal to not need it. So I think that can go. Gale Drifters are staying. The Hoppling Zombie will stay. Want to keep all of our flyers. Dissipate could probably go. Cut down so much. So where does that get us? The Bait Hook Anglers feel like the next weakest thing. Yeah, we need to drop like 3 of these units. The Shipwreck Sifters will go. I thought we already got those out. How many 2s do we have now? The 3 Anglers and the 3 Siege Zombies. So we got 6. I think that's a reasonable place to be. What happened here? I thought we took this stuff out. Oh, I was trying to move it to the bottom, and then it just didn't. It didn't come out that way. All right, all right. I think I do want to hang on to Startle though. Whatever our two like worst creatures are, I think that's what needs to go. Hanging on to the flyers. Those aren't going. Hobbling Zombie feels like just such a good bro at just clogging up the early game. I could see getting rid of Memory Deluge, but Organ Hoarder has to be one of our weaker ones. I think if we're keeping the Memory Deluge, that guy can go. Got to get one more out of here. They're all so good. All of our guys are so strong. 2 eaten alive seems fine. I'm not amped about these bait hook anglers. I guess we could lose one of these. Really kind of interested in having the flyers come out of that. I guess losing one isn't bad. Not all of them, please. Just one. Just one. Where did you go? Where did you go, my man? 2. Okay. I think that's reasonable. So we're just like mainly focusing on the flyers. We can stall out a bit with the siege zombies as our blockers. So the Abomination, the Geist, good blockers. The Horde here is our final late game to stall it out and then just go dome with the siege zombies. I think this is fine. Okay. I'm on board. Let's do it. I'm gonna trounce through the silver levels here. Look out, everybody! FTP Bust is strolling through silver. Yeah, not bad. I haven't gotten like amped about the zombies based decks. I'd much rather be in blue white as opposed to blue black, but it certainly turned itself around a bit, finding the Diagraph Hordes there at the end. Not in a hand like this. This is not a keepable hand, but it's a little better. Okay, and we'll just send back the Abomination. Hang on to the... Well, I mean, we could just send back Siege Zombie at this point. It feels real weird to want to mulligan away 2s, but I think that's okay. We have the 2 removal spells should we need them. Alright, what you got? Some islands and stuff? Doing some investigating? You got it. Zombie said, "Don't mulligan me, bro. I'm coming right back at you." Short. Sure, as historically, these blue-green decks are just weird. So, there's just like so many formats where blue-green is never like a thing in limited. I haven't been convinced that it's a thing in Innistrad limited either, but I'm sure that there's something I'm missing. It's just they can be good. It's just they always like have some weird, uncommon or rare build around that you have to hit. It's like the commons are rarely strong enough. Unless we're playing like Skyward Merfolk or whatever the 2/2 flyers are for blue-green. Right. No attacks, my man. All these removal spells are locked and loaded. Oh. Good to start sending the siege damage right to face. Seems like a decent spot to be in. Sure. do not care about any of these units he's been adding to the board. Okay. Do your thing, zombies. Alright. I mean, I don't feel like we need to just start acing any of these. I'd rather, he's starting to have like the rando flyers in his hand. I'd rather just ace off these flyers to keep our abomination coming in. Dig through time. There we go. Guy, you just gotta quit thinking about stuff. That's the one. The delve thing that digs real deep. Okay. Yeah, much happier to kill off this Falcon Abomination than dealing with the Sifters or the Angler. It's quite the piece of eyewear. I don't know. See, what are you doing wearing stuff like this? It's just a choice pair of glasses that you got on there. Alright, anyways. Siege him up. Looking good. Looking good. Again, don't think there's any need to eaten alive any of this stuff. We'll just go ahead and pass. Save our removals for whenever he tries to disturb one of these flyers back on the board. Okay, what you got? More birds? Everybody's playing the Falcon birds. Okay. You can't play the big boy, unfortunately, but we can take down some of this stuff. Get rid of this flyer. Bring our flyers to the party. Looks good, looks good. Taking them down. Let's go ahead and activate the clue. Maybe we'll draw a land. Oop. Alright, but yeah, you see these hordes? Like, he's so good. He's ready to come in here and combat. He makes all the units to deal damage with the siege zombies. Just a fantastic piece of late game here. Against these decks, I mean, it doesn't do as much against the werewolves and likes, but it's pretty strong here. Starting to get them good flyers out here. Where are we at? So we can eat and alive. You want to go ahead and take down this 2-1? Then we can get in for 4. He's tapped out. Let's just play it all. So, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Poop. Sacrifice a creature. One of these little guys. Yes, I do. Sacrifice a creature. Hang on, what just happened? What did we do? Did we just target our own card with this? Shit. Oh, I see. Oh, you got to pick the target first. All right. Well, lesson learned. Lesson learned, my man. I thought that was weird. I was like, why do I have to pick a zombie again? Okay. Oh, man. Oh, okay. I thought this was double black for a second. Alright, and you get to exile some stuff, so this one has flashback. And I guess we just pick the other spell. I don't know. I don't think there's any Snapcaster mages in this format, but you just got shut down if there are. So much goodness coming out of this horde. We still have, do we have 6 back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So he's got a block. Uh-oh, doing stuff? Okay. We'll save our abomination. I don't think it super matters here, but how many we got now? 3 in this stack, 4, 5, 6. One zombie short of doing 3. Alright. I think we're fine though. I think this game's done for. Unless he has a removal for our siege zombie. Okay. Grave Titan out here doing his thing. Need to attack and make some more zombies, my man. Oop. 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 There you have it. Alright, Siege Zombie. You got in for like, at least 17 that game. He's putting in the work. Alright, not bad. Not a bad round 1. I was happy enough with how that played itself out. Alright, what do we got here? Seems like a reasonable keep. A 2, 2, 3, 4 kind of curve. 2, 3, 4, 5 if we draw more land. Sure. So might find ourselves having to trade off against the werewolves, unlike in that previous game. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Destroy an artifact or enchantment. Okay. Look at that, ready to start going face. Bring in the face damage. Doing them zombie things. Gonna plummet. It's really strange that they don't have any play. Oh, he flipped. That's what happened there. Okay. I was like, bro, this is quite strange that you don't have a 3-drop. But just doing just fine. And say, it looks like he was trying to line up like a fight card or something, but should have dealt the damage. I was kind of thinking maybe we'll block the trap breaker, but we're probably realistically never doing that. that flashback out of here. Not bad. We can take this like 8-piece if that's what he wants to bring. We might be lethal. If he attacks us, we're really close to lethal on the swing back. It turns out we haven't been doing any attacking with these zombies, but they can actually attack. Believe it or not. Okay. I don't think we have any really great targets for this thing in our deck, but let's take a look. Gale Drifter's fine, I guess. It seems better than... Well, the Angler I could actually see just to drop as a blocker. We're getting close to needing to do that. Like 2 turns from now, we should just be lethaling with the Carriage and the Abomination anyways. So yeah, let's just take the Angler as a potential blocker here. I like it. Hopefully we don't end up 1 damage short in this one. We have to block this one. Let's put them both in front. I don't want to +2/+2 just ending our day here. So let's take it down. He probably can't kill off the Horde. I think that's okay. I'm thinking that was Birdwatcher or whatever that cleverly named card is. I don't want to see those reach units coming down. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can start with the Siege Zombie. Activate. Play the Angler, and then we'll just eat alive this 4/4. Get it out of here. Let's do this right. So we played Eaten Alive. Let's choose Sacrifice a Creature. Now we're targeting something, so we want to target his unit, and then sacrifice a creature. All right, we learned how that works. All right. Wow, that was pretty challenging to figure out. At least we didn't kill off our own zombie that time. It seems good. Going to day also makes his units a little bit less scary. This didn't have trample, right? Okay, nobody cares about you. I'm sorry, friend. It's a fact. And he's only got 1 mana. It's daytime, so we can't play the lightning bolt. If we swing with everything, the breaker will block the Diagraph Horde. We can foul play off his 2/2. Then we get in for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Getting exacties even with our mess up on the. Let me double check this. This doesn't have the Oracle's Eye. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. I don't think there's punishes for this. For just the 1 mana. It would have to be like an immolation. That's an enchantment. Okay. Phew. Yeah, they can make me figure out how to do arithmetic. That ain't my game. Not one of my strong suits. Cool. Pushing on through. Alright, so what do we got here? We got 2/2 drops that we can't play without a swamp. Then 3 drop we can't play without a swamp. But we do have a removal spell. It's not exciting, but I think if we draw any land, we can stall out quite a while with Foul Play Hobbling Zombie. And then if we draw a island early, then we're decent, especially being on the draw. So let's give this a keep. Scary card back. Dragon. Dragon doing some fire breathing. Okay. So let's go with the Angler. I don't think against a white-black deck a Vampire Interloper is a a real foul play target. They'll probably have some kind of aristocratic activator that we would rather pop off the foul play. All right. Plan on sacrificing this to something? I didn't think so. And then I don't plan on blocking the Interloper, but I mean, if we just get time, I think we should be okay. Okay. And slightly awkward one. I think the idea is to add the bait hook angler. We can't play just the removal spell onto the search party captain. It seems like they, like given the kind of sequencing in this game, I would think that they're just kind of like about to like slam a bunch of hill giants on us. So I don't really feel like we're going to get a lot of opportunities to target stuff with this. Maybe they do have a handful of twos, and that was just the best sequence they could do, but it feels like they're about to spend all their mana on one unit. Alright, well, let's get all of our friends on the board. And before you know it, we'll be out here drawing cards and stuff. I think we can trade the Hook Hunt Drifter for the Interloper, though. Or if he wants to bring a combat trick on us, happily trade it for the Drifter. Okay. I didn't realize that was such a high valued unit on the board. What do we think of this though? Do we want to just try and take down the Cathars? If he has I don't think so. If he has like that 1 mana combat trick, it's just way too bad for us. So if we just lose the 1 unit, it's okay. Getting 2 for 1 off of that. There's the thing that gives a blocking or blocked unit 2/2 for 1 mana. That's what I'm mainly worried on here. Okay, and we'll just take the 2 cards. Get a swamp, and we're done. Not gonna play the foul play onto this thing. I don't need Sarah Angels coming back out, so we'll let that go. We still have the mana to just pop the clue on his turn, so I think that seems fine. And if he doesn't play his flashback spell now, we'll get to Diagraph Horde, the removal spell, out of his graveyard. This is a sorcery, right? Yeah. Sure is. He must be getting ready to do it. Oh, I guess you attack with the Beloved Beggar to play the thing that we killed off. Make the search party captain a little bit cheaper. Makes sense. That's what he's trying to do. Interesting. Not sure why you would do that in combat, but okay. Give me them cards. Do we hit with this zombie now? We don't have the tools to take, like, we don't need to sacrifice anything to this. And then... It's just like, I quickly imagine we're going to get in a space where this beloved beggar is going to be back online. Sorcery. Instant. So he'll get to flashback the Rotten Reunion when we play the zombie, though. Right, it's an instant. It's probably the only thing he can do. Yep. His removal spell, though. It's pretty big. Rite of Oblivion can go. Otherwise, I don't think these matter. We'll just take the thing that draws a card away. Coming in for the 4-piece. I don't think there's tricks that can do this. There is the crusade kind of tricks that gives everything like +2 for some condition. I think that's a sorcery though. Maybe attacking with the angler was a little bit too greedy. Okay. So we just win now, right? That might have been a little too greedy, like especially when we have the likes of Siege Zombie in our hand, and we know that we can like smash for another point of damage or two outside of combat if we need to. There is, I'm trying to think, are there multiple cards that just give your whole team a bonus? Like I know that there's some random give all your guys +1/+1. I can't remember if that's the same as the thing that kind of like upgrades. Maybe if you have Coven, it gives everything +2 and +1 instead or something. I don't know. I don't remember. At any rate, this hand is not spectacular, but it turns pretty decent if we hit a swamp. Right? Being able to angler into Abomination and then have the zombie available for eating alive. Okay, I think we can keep. Here it is. Would have been luck if our opponent did it skill when we do it, though. Somebody else out here dropping the siege zombies. I'm willing to come over here and just trade. So I would suspect that they're just not going to attack with the siege zombie, but that's why I didn't play ours. I don't want to be trading here. Bad, not bad. This is just like perfect draws. Ain't nothing wrong with drawing perfect, am I right? Do we even add the Abomination? We get the better flyer on the board. We can save the mana for the future. We don't get to bank any spell mana in this game. Yeah, such a great concept from Runeterra. I guess it's not something that's as usable in a game like Magic where you have land as your resources, but being able to maintain some of your unused mana across turns is quite nice. But, I mean, definitely feels like we have the advantage. As you can see, Oh, he dropped the mountain. I thought that he was just gonna that he was just gonna be the zombies deck like we were. Wasn't expecting the mountain to show up. I was gonna say the vampire interloper. You can see it's a fine card. It's just has to be in some kind of like really aggressive style deck, which we aren't. It would have been okay here, but I don't know. I don't know if I feel like it would have been better than the angler. I think we can add the horde. We can pop his zombie thing if we want with the eaten alive. Otherwise, his attacks start to look really good. This should keep him honest as well as far as. What? Oh, does exile my own card? Oops. Anyways, it should keep him honest on board as well, since we can potentially swing back with our decayed zombies. Okay, well, whatever your tricks are, I'm on board. Be like the... Okay, -2 is fine. I was going to say, if it's like +3/+1 and trample, that's fine as well. It's not horrible for us. He's been unable to play a unit that feels worthy of a removal spell. I mean, I guess that seems good for us. We could just ace his siege zombie, just so that it can't deal the damages anymore. Trying to just I think we can wait. Stinger is slightly annoying at this stage. He can only level up once. He only has the 1 red mana at this point, but becomes a real unit. Coming in with all the decayed and everything, huh? There's that block. Zombie come down here. Gonna take 5 or maybe 7. Should we have just taken all this? Well, we'll get a zombie out of the hobbling zombie. I think that's okay. I think we should have kept our 1/2 though, right? We got 8, and we're going to be 1 short without our 1/2. Yeah, that was a little sloppy. The fuck is that? What? Alright, well I guess that worked out. Deal 5 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Alright. Fine, dude. Well, I mean, we certainly have the advantage. He's got 4 health over us, but we've got 3 cards. At this stage, we can just play Eaten Alive. We don't even have to sacrifice off our zombie. Curious as to what he's just holding on to here. As if he's just drawn combat tricks. He could play literally any creature or any removal. I guess he could just have land in his hand. I mean, I forget that that's a thing. You know, you get so used to playing these games that don't have land in them. Oh, he's holding on to lands. That's what it is. I assure you, there was a point in time where we were good at this game. So, the hell is this guy doing? Alrighty, what do we got here? We got 3 lands, an assortment of playable cards. I guess we'll go ahead and keep this one. Nothing better than having an assortment of playable cards. Nothing, I'll tell you. I'm not real amped about playing foul play on this thing, but like, are we ever gonna get? No, I don't want to say like, will we ever get a better one? But are we gonna get a better one like in the next like 4 or 5 turns? I don't. I don't think that seems realistic. But I mean, the apparition is annoying whenever he's able to add it because it trades out with our abominations. But that's so far down the road. Let's get this out of here. You do if you Coven, it gains lifelink. All right. I think we gotta play a little slow here. Okay. Block, please. Thank you. Take any combat trick here. It's not a big deal. This is where it gets slightly annoying. It's able to add this apparition to the board. You don't have answers to it. But, I mean, we can't just pivot over to the hey, I got a siege zombie plan. Yeah, this is fine. Let's go ahead and get it in here. All right, not bad, not bad. That seems delightful for the home team. Actually get to attack with our siege zombie. There are the rando cards that deal like 5 damage to an attacker. Do we have to really worry about that with siege zombie? There are rando cards that untap stuff as well. It seems real suspect that he passes with 5. Ah. So, I don't fully know what's going on in the format, but I do know that that was a very suspect turn. Okay, I think we can just swing back into this unit. I don't feel like we're being like too greedy as far as the diagraph horde is concerned. Right, just sitting around and hoping we get to like snipe off a flashback or a disturb. I don't know, this is so close to just being good though. To do the 2 damages of the siege zombie as well now. He immediately plays a flashback card. He's stalled on mana though. He can't be sitting around just playing Faithful Mendings all day. Turn. Alright, damage number 1. Damage number 2. Getting close to the we're getting close to the zombie attack. We're not quite there yet. This is fine. We only got 6 mana. We want to add 2 units. So I guess we could get to add 3 with the abomination. All right. Here's the squad. Sure. This is gain 2. If he wants to do things with that. Okay. Discards the land, doing the faithful mendings. I mean, this seems pretty good for us. We're not lethal, but we're getting real close. Discarded Startle. Got him. Guess we are lethal. Right there. We just did it. Opponent has been removed. Oh, silver 2. Silver 2. Almost pro level. Right. Right. Yeah, these pictures are so scary. Should have started playing the game when they did like the fairy tale set or whatever. So you just get out of having to watch these like Scion and Pike flips and just jump right into the horror themed Magic set. Scary, I tell you. You did draw the Geist. I mean, this hand's probably serviceable on the draw. We've got a handful of removal spells. Okay. You disturb into? Looks like something big. Shuffle 3 cards from a library to graveyard, but it's a 3/4 flyer. Okay, well, I won't classify this as a worthy target of foul play. We'll let this guy just hang out for days. Do need to draw a land though. That'll be the play of the day. We did not do it. Alright. Alright. Get startled. At least we found the land though. Oh, don't auto pass. Sure thing, boss. It's not ideal. Guess we can just midnight ambush the hoarder. Still not taking away the castaway. All right. Again, give me one of them land things everybody's talking about. All right. Well, that gives us a safer play to just drop the Geist. Got to get this 3 down while we can, so if we draw the 4th land, we can play a 2 and a 2. Not cool, bro. Not cool. What is this thing? Turn an instant sorcery from graveyard to hand? Okay. Not a real high value target, but we gotta do something here. No attacks. Alrighty, the cards have been played. so let's see. Let's see, this is another awkward set. I don't really want to foul play any of this stuff. There's not a whole lot going on, just like adding our angler. So we can add Gale Drifter. At least shuts down his hook haunt. Takes all of his mana, or at least soaks up a lightning bolt. All right. All right, I've deemed it as reasonable. it should be fine. Different removal spell. Dang, son. We have to kind of watch ourselves. The Moonrager Slash can go face. We don't have to just sit here and play for value forever, but we're gonna have to deal like not fall to 6 or not fall to 3. All right, I guess we got a touch of time. Okay. So I mean, we got to just get 2 down this turn. We got to make 2 things happen this turn. Don't really want to play defense straight. Could foul play off the angler. It would be nice if we had had the 7 mana to play the horde and the foul play, but that's just not. Let's be real. That's not going to be a thing. Start with the angler. Oh, still it's like all right, maybe we can bait this out and then they'll play something big here. I gotta remember they can't just play cards on our turn. not the way this stuff goes. Would like to stay above 3, so it doesn't feel great, but let's go ahead and take this thing down. Get boomed. They can play cards on our turn. It's so weird. You get so used to playing, so used to playing Runeterra, where every unit has flash, and you get your full mana every turn. It's so strange. 2, 3, 4, and the burn. Okay, reasonable. Oh man, he had all the lightning bolts. Dang, son. That was to be expected, though. That was a fairly rough draw. Right. Right. Does sound get messed up? Okay, there it is. It's just the game sound quit or something. It weirded me out. Okay. What do we got here? We got the Spirit Booster along with another 3-drop and a removal spell. I'd say that's worthy of a keep. Boop. Don't think we have 2 black. Well, I was trying to think if there's any double colored cards we have as far as these lands go. I guess we can look up here on the deck tracker. Just Memory Deluge and the Phantom Carriage. All right, so it's not ultra important to keep that in line. And then we'll just throw down the Falcon Abomination first, as this is a preferred kill. If our opponent is just going to shock something, we'd rather them shock the Abomination than the Patrician Geist. Can't take down his flyer. Oh, life is hard. Life is hard. Sure. I think we just continue on with the flyers. He's not doing anything to make me want to get the Hobbling Zombie on board. And then if he has the removal for the Geist, that's fine. What do you do, friend? It's so annoying where these things show up. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, He has prowess, and then whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it gets 2/2. Okay, no blocks. I think let's just get the zombie on board. It's gonna take them like a few turns before they can flip to knight, and then if they do just like smash flip to knight, we have the death touch unit and the defense straight to try and shut this stuff down. I think this is fine. Yeah, this is gonna be a card to effing pronounce for for ages. Well, you gotta make stuff like this. All these people out here familiar with my inability to say League of Legends champions names and stuff. All right, that would have been a choice place to draw the 6th land, but I don't think we can complain as our opponent just sits on 3. Of course we can complain. That's it's standard fare. The hell is this thing? If it's neither day or night, it becomes day. Got it. Add a mana, sure. If it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. So you can flip day-night. Whenever it flips, you gain 1. You may draw if you do discard. Okay. That does a lot of stuff. There's the land. But hopefully we're just too far ahead for him to take advantage of this thing. We can tempo him out hard. If he draws a land, plays a 5-mana play, and then we're able to just eat it alive. Should be too much for them to recover from. Take action. Then I think we want the expensive one. Let's go with the Memory Deluge here. Having a big draw 2 seems pretty good. Oh, it's even on the cheap because we got the Geist on board. Combos. Look at that. The Phantom Carriage is all big and stuff. Oh, man. We just win the game, right? We have 4, 6, 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. They're at 12. Okay. The writing was on the wall. They could see me out here doing my finger maths. They knew to look out. All right, we got two shots at the final battle here. Let's see if we can't get a 6 winner out of this. Pretty good. See if we can face the poor bot. I'm pretty confident that idea doesn't exist in Arena, but in Runeterra, if you wait 2 minutes for an opponent, you just play against the AI, and their decks are typically really strong. But I don't think that exists here. But all right, what do we got? We got the 3 lands, a 2 and a 3 with a removal spell. Yeah, this is a keep. That's an easy keep. Right. What are you doing? You're playing all the colors. What is this, some kind of rare? We're playing rare cards out here? That's not fair, man. Ward to discard a card, okay? Whenever he enters the battlefield or attacks, exile something. If a creature was exiled this way, drain. Okay. Kind of lame, bro. Kind of lame adding these 3/3s for 3. Interesting. We might be able to tempo through this if they just play like a 2-attack unit behind and we get to foul play and draw land, foul play, and a bait hook angler. I'd be all right with that. Get a flashback card and a land. Not bad. Not bad, my man. Alright, here comes the aggros. Not you, zombie. You get to aggro one time in the future. Not right now. Not right now. How much does this flashback for? 7? Alright. This is one of my cats trying to hang out. Come on, bud. The magicians haven't seen you. It's top-notch strategy keeping your cat nearby. Alright, opponent appears to be scared. I mean, this is pretty decent for us, right? Seems good. Especially if he plays another rando 2-2. Yeah. Ambush it down. We wouldn't be able to attack after that. Or not attacking with the anglers after that point, but... Nice of him to play dudes we can kill if we want. Alright, that doesn't seem to be happening. We can easily just block this organ hoarder. Need more pets, bud? You got it. You got it. Yeah, it's looking good. Our flyers are doing stuff. Our opponent isn't being particularly aggressive. We got the siege zombie ready to come down. Start dealing additional damages with our ground-based forces. Looking strong. Giving the kitties pets while we're at it. Alright, I'll take the bait. Whatever you got, we'll take it. I don't think there's anything like, is Morbid? Morbid a thing? Maybe it is. Isn't that what Green Black tries to do? Okay, alright. I didn't know you were going to be lame about it. You're going to be out here and be not cool. Alright, we're still strong though. Yeah, dude. Total lame-o, am I right? Total lame-o. Let's see. Let's get the siege zombie down. Let's get the angler back on board. See if we can't do some damages this way. Highlighting this 4-4 back here. You want to get your big boy down? I wonder if he's just flooded at this point. I know he picked up one land off of the harvester, the miller, whatever that thing was called. What is this guy? Not the rejuvenator. Eccentric farmer. Okay. I was wondering when the Rise of the Ants was gonna happen. I saw it show up on the deck tracker. All right. Get him for the damage. That's good. A little scary now. Our board is not particularly good compared to theirs. Did we miss sacrificing this clue? I can't remember. We can healthily take a hit from this stuff next turn. We can take 9. I don't think that's a big deal. 12 if he wants. Oh, you just do that all the time. Dang. Dang, son, I didn't realize that. Alright. No blocks. Things got bad fast. I thought things were going alright. Didn't realize he's gonna be out here gaining all this health. He's got a drain. He gained 4 off of the ants. Ugh, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, we just skipped the end of his turn as well. Whoops. All the bad things are happening to us at once. Alright, well, we definitely want the Horde. I can't imagine we ever want to take a land at this point. None of these targets are good for the eaten alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We missed the block on the Organ Hoarder? I wasn't paying attention. I was doing that talking thing, and I get confused sometimes. Alright, we're just going to have to block everything. Might have gotten a little sloppy here. Too many ants. Alright, attack with them. Can't remember if we missed this or not. And I don't really want to throw a additional card into this ward. Kind of a pain in the ass. Where does that get us? Are we just dead? Down to 6? Okay. Alright. We could have given something -2/-2 there, but we weren't going to recover from that. Just too much. We are overwhelmed. Alright, on to the final list of battles. The winning in. Can you get the 6? Or do you fall short at 6? Fall short at 5. This is scary. I'm scared a little. Ugh, that is not a very enticing keep. I think it'd be alright though. We just need some time, right? We got the removal spell. We can spend all of our mana here throughout the early game. I think we'll be okay unless it's some kind of really like ultra aggressive vampires draw we're up against. Mulligan to 6. Alright, pick it up. A 3-drop was nice. Words we can't pronounce. No maximum hand size. Pay some mana and draw a card. Exactly 13 win the game. Okay. Got it. You got the bird. I mean, this is just a decent attack, right? Can't block with this thing, and if we trade for the bird, I think it's okay. Then we could just come in and foul play the bird. We are letting him just hang out with this card draw dude, which could be slightly scary, but I mean, it's going to have to be like 4 or 5 turns away before this thing's active. Right? I mean, if he wants to just spend his entire turn here drawing a card, I think that's pretty decent for us. Okay. Interesting. Just getting rid of the zombies for no reason. I guess you can have like those random vampire cards that do something if opponents lost life, but... Alright, what do? Sacrifice the Hermit, counter a non-creature spell, unless you pay 3. Okay. We missed the card draw with this clue, didn't we? I'll remember that exists at one point, I assure you. Get out of here. Get out of here, Disturbs. The F is this? Each creature gets... Oh my gosh, what is this? Each creature gets -X/-X till end of turn. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses one. Whenever a creature opponent controls die, you gain one. Alright. Then are we to the... Did I miss something? Why is he doing this? Why? Why would he ever do that? Oh. Okay. Well, let's pick up the draw 2. Where are you at? Where are you at, Memory Deluge? Weird. That's so weird. Why is he just preventing 3 damage? This is an instant, right? Yeah. Okay. We can play this on opponent's turn. Dig through Tom. The new version. that's what you are. Alright, Delver. Sure some nerd is ready to pay hundreds of dollars for your premium your premium copy. I don't think I like the art as much as the old one. I think the classic wins out a little bit on this. Alright, but let's take an Abomination and Eaten Alive. Here bringing you the hard-hitting important factors to a good Magic Arena game. That's a bit of discussion on the artwork. All right, let's see if we can do this right again. I think we're about to be 2 for 3. Sacrifice a creature, target the big boy, sacrifice, submit. Do we do it? You can have a counter spell. All right, here comes the squad. All right, works for me. What's this thing do? Is he going to gain 1 and we lose 1? Creature you control dies, opponent loses. Creature opponent controls die, you gain. Okay, that's fine. What is this thing? More cards we gotta read? Discard a card, draw a card, mill a card, put a counter on it. Three turns away it does something? That's fine. I don't think the game's gonna go through 3 more untap steps unless he picks up something like this guy to untap things. No. It's painful having these little zombie tokens as well because you can't just push the attack with all button. It was a real oversight by Wizards design and putting these decayed zombies into the game. Keep you from pushing the attack with all button. Alright, I got a commanding board here. Looking pretty good. Oh, we can't auto pass. We gotta use our siege zombie. There we go. We did it. Victory. Well done, FTP bust. All right. So let's get this deck pulled up. I thought that turned out okay. I was pretty sure that the kind of the siege zombie what do you name diagraph horde is the way that this wants to be going, and I really like kind of the interaction between the two. And so I don't know what a really superior zombies deck looks like. It's kind of tempting to go out there and take things like the zombie lord, but as you can see, we don't really do anything with the zombies unless it's the last turn, unless it's just some kind of sacrifice effect, other than using the siege zombie. And so, I'm not exactly sure how much of this build around we're ever actually looking for, because we just don't have a lot of the zombie fodder except the eaten alive and the siege zombie. But I think that's kind of like the big takeaway out of these zombie decks is that's what you're looking for. I think like I was trying to think if I'd ever want like 3 Diregraph Horde. Because it's again like kind of the flip side is it's tough to win the game without all these flyers. It's very easy for your opponent to just kind of shut down a 3/4. And so 2 might be the proper number, but I mean the Diregraph Horde is just the actual real deal. Between the stats being extremely relevant in this format, generating the tokens, exiling stuff out of your opponent's graveyard, this dude is just the real deal, and of course plays fantastically with Siege Zombie. So, yeah, I thought this came together reasonably well. I liked the flyers aspect of it, the sit around and dirtle on Siege Zombie aspect of it, the incredibly good black removal aspect of it. And I think this could have gone a little bit better as well if we just didn't start with this rando bad blink card, and we also picked up two lands while we were at it. And so, yeah, at the end of the day, not a bad draft. I was happy with how that played out, and something we'll be looking to do again in the future. But I think there's a handful of rewards to click on. We've got to claim our big prizes, open all these packs, get ourselves ready for some constructed. So what do we got? How do we click on this stuff? Was this the mastery? No. Do you actually have to click on anything here? No, I don't want a level boost. Get that shit out of here. I just want to figure out how the game works. Is that too much to ask? All right. I think I did 1 or 2 drafts of this set. I didn't really get a chance to tool around with the Forgotten Realms. Just all in on Innistrad here. How do I do this? Do I just have to wait on that card to flip? I want to see what the... Show me the card. Show me the card. But then I click and it just goes away. What is your deal, Magic Arena? Did I click too hard? Is that what it is? Look, I'm not doing anything. I'm just moving the mouse. I want to view this card that's currently backwards. It's currently backwards. I highlighted it. Doesn't do anything. I click on it. It stopped that time. Okay. Whew. I gotta see what these rares are. Did we wait long enough? Gisa was okay. Definitely works well in the zombies decks. Just getting all of your opponent's units back decayed. Quite nice. What do we got here? Just a rare. You look like an epic. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to the owner's hand. Sure. Creature and opponent control die, exile it. Big girl stats. It's not bad. What else we got? Curse of Silence. Can't imagine that's a limited card. Yeah, does target a spell? No. And the last one, last but not least, before we're out of here today. What do we got? The Sludge Monster. Can't even see it. It's not that zombie in the front. Is this weird Cthulhu-looking thing in the back? Whatever. When he attacks, put a slime counter on something. Slime counter creatures get humility to 2/2. Huh. Interesting, I say. But hey, that is going to do it for us today. So, hope you all enjoyed the trials. You learned how to siege, set up your fortifications, go to the face with the zombies a little bit better. Maybe learned a thing or two along the way and had a good time watching. This is Bust, and we thank you for being here.